Hey guys, it's Greg at Best Choice Trailers. Today I'm going to take you for a walk around the Lamar CE model car hauler, 7,000 pound GVW. Shown here is a 7 by 20 foot. Most items here are standard equipment. There's a few options that we do add on. I'll take you for a walk around the trailer and show you some of those features. But again, this is a 7 by 20 foot, 7,000 pound. To be clear, 20 foot's going to start at the back side of that bulkhead and go to the back side of the dovetail. 18 foot of flat deck, 2 foot of diamond plate tail at the rear. Start out up front, take you for a walk around the trailer. So one of the upgrades we do to this trailer would be the adjustable coupler up front. It's got a 2-inch ball. A lot of times on a 7K it'll be a 2 5/16. But on this one it is a stamped coupler. It's a cast coupler, not the usual stamp. Stamped are a little bit lighter duty, so they use a 2 5/16. But on this cast coupler we get 10,000 pound rating out of the 2-inch ball. Now, if you do prefer a different style or a different ball size, it is adjustable, so we can swap it out to a pin or a 2 5/16 cast or stamped. Also, breakaway switch, standard equipment. If you do disconnect from the tow vehicle, that'll lock your brakes up. Another piece of standard equipment, it's got a blue cold weather wiring harness. Most times you'll find a black harness. This blue one just stays flexible down to negative temperatures. I believe 65 is the stated degree. It's got a 7-pin RV blade style plug, standard equipment on most all current pickup trucks. Now, standard equipment on this would be a swivel jack, but we do prefer this heavier 7K drop leg jack. Drop leg jacks are generally square. One nice part about them is they've got a leg extension. So you've got an outer sleeve extension here that you can barely see. The top wind jack is going to wind that down, and then there's a pin here that you can pull that'll allow this inner leg to drop down. Nice part about this, tons of adjustment, no need to ever carry around a wood block or similar. Of course, standard safety chains, and they've got a holder for the chains, crossbar in your A-frame. Now, we do stock toolboxes. If you want a toolbox, ideal spot to mount them. Right there in the crossbar. You've got a headache rack. Some of your more economical ones will eliminate that headache rack and save a few bucks. But like most of your car haulers in the market, it does have your headache rack. Bullet LEDs, standard stake pocket tie downs. This unit has teardrop fenders, which are nice, a little bit better than your straight fendered units. That teardrop gives you some extra strength. You also notice it's got charcoal powder coat with a black mod wheel, gives it a sharp look. One thing a little bit different on this, industry standard would be a 5 on 4.5 lug. Lamar and some of your Texas brands still use the 5 on 5 lug pattern. If you think you want a spare, you might want to grab one, because that is not a spare you're going to pick up at a Walmart or Tractor Supply most places. One of the nice features on this trailer, most of your 7K car haulers are going to have a 4-inch channel tongue and frame. Some will actually use angle iron. And then some others will actually do a mono frame, meaning it's a one-piece 5-inch channel all the way back. This is a stack frame built out of 5-inch channel. So basically you've got your 5-inch channel full wrap tongue that wraps all the way back to your hanger, and then a 5-inch channel frame on top of that. That's a pretty heavyweight frame for a 7K. It's actually going to be the same tongue and frame that you're going to find on the majority, probably 98% of your car haulers in the industry. So basically it's a 7K trailer, you got a 10K frame. Now, the reason we like this trailer, the Lamar CE, for a 20 foot in particular, is when you go longer in length, you're going to get some extra flex and twist. That 5-inch frame we just find a little bit better than maybe some of the 4-inch frames in the market for something like this. A lot of guys, 20 footer, maybe get an ATV turned sideways or a golf cart turned sideways up front with a car. Some guys 2 UTVs, sometimes 30, 40, 50 horse compact tractor with a brush hog. All kinds of goodies fit well on a 20 footer. One difference on Lamar, you've got a 2-foot diamond plate tail at the back instead of wood. Makes it nice if you've got a winch up front and you want to pull a car or something on. If the headers drag or if it's an operable car, it's going to slide a little bit better on that tread plate. Ramps on this are rear pullout. One thing you'll notice at the rear, the ramps, you can slide them all the way across the back. You can put them right next to each other, or you can have them in traditional placement, but they are rear pullout. You've got your stop turn tails, and then your 3 markers in the center. There's actually an extra marker light on the left-hand side there. It's not required, but it is there. You also notice the hinges on the ramps are greasable. So again, the fenders on this are removable. Some folks might say, why do I care if it's removable? Well, a couple things. One, if you ever damage it, it's a whole lot easier to replace. Two, and I've done this a few times, it's nice to be able to take that fender off. If you want to fork on a pallet from the side, get the weight over the axle area, it just makes it nice because, you know, above the frame, you've only got about 4 inch of tire. A lot of times you can make it work or put a dummy skid down, so that'd be nice as well. A third purpose too that probably more of our customers in general would use would be if you ever get a lower car, you've got about an 8.5 inch fender reveal on that backer. If you take that fender off, you cut down to about a 4 inch over your tires roughly. So this allows you to get car doors open more easily. Gusset on your beaver tail. A lot of times you won't find that on most car haulers. Even a lot of your 14K equipment trailers wouldn't have a gusseted beaver tail. So a little detail. This trailer is powder coated. Lamar does a charcoal powder coat. Goes through a blast process. Trail like this is going to weigh in right about 2,000 pounds. It's going to give you a net legal payload of about 5,000. You're also going to throw off about 15% tongue weight to your coupler up front. That area is going to get about 15% or 1,000 pound of tongue weight. So total payload, you can get real close to 6,000 pound of legal payload between the trailer and the tongue in a maximum application. Most of your half-ton trucks, for instance, are about 400 pounds, give or take. So fully maxed out, you could probably get a half-ton truck. Tractors, compact tractors, are about 100 pound of horsepower. So you're legal for 30, 35, 40, 45 horse compact tractor, no problems. If you have any questions on this or any of our other trailers, feel free to give us a ring, 717-220-4220, or you can visit us on the web at bestchoicetrailers.com. Thanks for looking.